Crackle, the crispy sound. You gotta have crackle or the clock's not wound. Crackle makes the world go round. I insist that pops the sound. The best is missing as pops around. Pop makes the world go round. Pop makes the world go round. Pop makes the world go round.
And now, introducing your host with the most, Mr. Greg. Along with Rick Bruce Willis and Dennis Michelson. Now, let's get to the show.
What's up, everybody? Joe Carlton here with the Sports Affiliation, filling in for Mr. Greg Kellogg, doing his Crackle segment. I was unavailable for the show Tuesday night, so to make right, I am here to present you the Crackle segment of Snap, Crackle, and Pop. We're going to start with the quarterback, who I think is going to bust, top 12 quarterback. And this is probably the toughest position out of all four to pick one out, because it's very rare that a top 12 quarterback is going to bust. But my choice this week is quarterback Bo Nix from the Denver Broncos. Basically, my argument here is he's going up against the Houston Texans defense in Houston. They're only averaging 10.5 fantasy points per game to the quarterback on the year and 7.3 points per game versus opponents at home. So we do know Nix is on a heater. He's give us two monster games in a row. But Houston defense has only given up 6 passing TDs through 8 games this year. So my quarterback bust this week, my quarterback crackle this week, Bo Nix. Moving on to running back, I'm going to go with Rico Dowdle from the Carolina Panthers. He's going up against the Green Bay defense, who on the year have only given up 2 rushing touchdowns. They've also given up 0 receiving touchdowns to the running back position, and they're number 3 in the NFL against the running back position as far as fantasy points allowed goes. For the last 2 weeks since Chuba Hubbard has come back, he's been splitting carries. He's only seen 2 targets in the 2 games that Chuba has played since return from injury. He does not have a rushing touchdown in the last 3 games. And we do know that there was some coach talk that, hinting at the fact that they might give him more of a workload this week due to being just more effective than Chuba. But even if he gets more carries this week, without that touchdown, you could be looking at a 10 to 12 point ceiling. And like I mentioned earlier, Green Bay has only given up 2 rushing touchdowns all year. So Rico Dowdle is my crackle running back for the week. We're going to move on to wide receiver. I got Keenan Allen here. Basically, we're at the point in the season where Keenan Allen starts to slow down. He acts as more of a safety blanket for Justin Herbert as opposed to someone that they design plays for. They're going up against the Tennessee Titans, who, they're not the greatest defense in the league, but you can expect Keenan Allen to maybe possibly get game scripted out here if the Chargers build an early lead or play play with the lead throughout the game. you could see Keenan Allen's targets minimized. Also, Tennessee's defense is way worse against the rush than it is against the pass. They've given up 12 rushing touchdowns this season. So I could see, the Chargers running a little bit more, Kamani Vidal having a bigger game. And then you factor in how many pass catching options there are. There's Lad McConkey, Arande Gadsden has come on, Quentin Johnston. You don't know if he's going to get more involved after he's been slowly worked in the past 2 weeks coming off his injury. But then you take a look at 3 of the last 5 weeks. Keenan Allen has given us less than 10 fantasy points. That makes them volatile week to week. So this week, week 9, I'm going with Keenan Allen as my Crackle wide receiver. Moving on to tight end. And it pains me to pick this guy because I am a New England Patriots fan, but it's going to be Hunter Henry. We're looking at Atlanta's defense being number 1 versus the tight end. They've only given up a total of 12 receptions for 105 yards and 1 touchdown the entire year, which is just astonishing, if you ask me. When I saw that number, I was like, whoa. Only 4.36 fantasy points per game to the position. Hunter Henry, in the last 3 games, only 9 targets, 7 receptions for 67 yards. Last week he had 1 catch. It was in the end zone, so he got you a touchdown. But Hunter Henry has been touchdown dependent as of late, and I feel like the New England Patriots have expanded their offense with Keyshawn Boutte emerging, Stephon Diggs getting healthier and healthier each week. And, they've been pounding the ball with the running game with 2, sometimes 3 running backs. And they spread the ball around, and I feel like they only use Hunter Henry when they absolutely necessarily have to and nothing else is working. Kind of a security blanket for Drake May. So that's why Hunter Henry is my tight end bust of the week. And we got one bonus player. I decided to go bold on my bonus player. And I chose running back from the Buffalo Bills, James Cook. 2 out of the last 3 weeks, he's given us less than 10 points as he's failed to reach the end zone in those games. The Kansas City Chiefs allowed just 3 rushing touchdowns through 8 games this year. They're number 6 in the league against running backs in 4 total touchdowns total. So I just think that Kansas City is going to take the most important Kansas City defense is going to take the most important weapon away from Buffalo Bills, and that is James Cook. And I expect Buffalo to do the same thing to KC. They're very tough on tight ends, so I do expect Travis Kelce to also have maybe a humble type of game. So there's an extra bonus for you. But that's my bonus pick, James Cook, not finishing in the top 25 this week, week 9. And that concludes the week 9 Crackle segment. Thank you, Mr. Greg Kellogg, for allowing me to fill in. Sorry I'm late with the video, but here it is. I hope it was good. If y'all like it, hit the like, subscribe to the Sports Affiliation. We're putting out great content, and everybody have a good night.